All right, hit that live button. The pre-show here for this week's Edgewater Race Report. And we're feeling good with that red, white, and blue. It's all about the USA here this week. We lost some action on the track. Hey, we do have some winners to talk about coming up on this week's show, and a lot to look forward to as we flip that calendar into July. Hey, as we do each and every week, just a little the pre-show party here, if you will, letting the chat fill up. Hoping that a lot of people are already enjoying the holiday festivities tomorrow, 4th of July, Independence Day here in America. So a lot of people hopefully took that extended weekend or where you're at. Since I'm not quite sure about the weather, I know there's still some showers potentially in the area. I'm up on the north side of the state looking at Lake Erie here. Yeah, we're getting there almost to our dozen mark. Hey, as soon as we hit it, you know what we usually do? We go to that countdown, and then we officially kick it off on the other side. But as again, a reminder, if you're watching along with us, everybody, be sure to hit that like button, hit share, let everyone know you're here. And, of course, join along in the chat room. Leave some comments. We love showing those on the screen. If you have any questions, we'll help you out with those. Again, we're looking forward to a jam-packed, action-packed, can't miss a beat entire month coming at you here in July. We've got a lot to cover. All right, we're on it. We're going to hit that countdown, and we will see you on the other side. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Edgewater Race Report. As always, I am Rick Vickery, joined by Mr. Rob Winley. Rob, happy birthday to the USA. Happy 4th of July. Welcome back to your show, man. How you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. Kind of pretty interesting to have a long 4th of July like this. It just keeps going. It's good.
Absolutely. Yeah, we were kind of joking before we went to air here. It's rare that you got a weekend in the summertime, free weekend of Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
fortunately, weird. What that means for you, though, what it means for you is there's rain, there's bad weather in the area, so you really can't get out and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it's really tough to do when you make your living racing and you can't race. It's a little bit frustrating. So.
Well, yeah, it wasn't a complete wash. We got some runs.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about some big
Friday
winners
night.
Friday.
We got tuned test in. Yeah, a couple of shootouts, big cars, and juniors as well. So that was fun. A little bit warm Friday evening, but turned out really good. Cooled off towards the end of the night.
Now, Rob, you were really on the ball, looking at that radar, giving people an appropriate heads up so they can make other arrangements or plans for the weekend, getting the cancellations out there. I was thinking about you though. As I'm looking at the forecast in the area, I said, I'm up on the northern part of the state right now, but I'm looking at what's happening there, talking to people in the area, and they're like, the sun's been out for a couple hours. That's got to eat at you. Like, did they screw me over here? Did I make the right call?
Yeah, well, we were over at a friend's house, which is, it's a stone's throw away from the racetrack. So they're getting the same kind of weather as the racetrack, and clouds are coming in, and you're like, God, did I make the right decision? Everything else, and it's drizzling, and it's not drizzling, and who knows? It's kind of hard to, you can sit around at the racetrack and watch it rain all day, or you sit around and second guess yourself on whether you should have tried to get it in there or not. It's just the window of opportunity was very small both Saturday and Sunday.
What we did, as we mentioned there, we got some runs in on Friday. Wasn't just your run-of-the-mill TNT. We had some shootout action. Yep. It's a great field, great turnout. People were really excited that they could get some kind of runs in for the weekend.
Yeah, a lot of people, that was the only racing they got in for the whole weekend. So you get the Friday night shootouts in and quick, just a few rounds, and hope to win some money.
Very, very nice. Well, how did the field stack up, and who were the big winners?
Well, big winners in juniors. In the finals, we had Mr. Carson Turner running against Avery Millish. and Carson was a little bit anxious. We turned it red, hand the win over to Avery. Congratulations to Avery on her big win. She's been doing really good this year.
I was going to say, we're regularly talking about Avery.
Yeah,
she's been on fire.
She's one of the younger racers and just been on fire and doing really well. So very congratulations to Avery and congratulations to Carson. I know texted with Carson earlier in the day, and he was kind of a last-minute sign-up for us, so it was good to see him get runner-up in the shootout as well. So it was nice to see our young racers do well and have a good time on Friday night.
Very, very cool. And then for our big cars, right?
Big cars, we had Mr. Steve Hedger Jr. and Mr. Jim Halverstadt in the finals. Jim was driving his dad's car, the little Vega, and in the finals, in a semi, Steve was just on fire. Best reaction time, best ET, highest mile per hour, and in the finals, Jim got him a little bit on the tree. Jim had a 003 reaction time and ran just 1/100th off his dial and took the win over Steve. Congratulations to both guys in the shootouts, and had a good time on Friday night and enjoying our festivities.
That is awesome. Hey, it's always good. It wasn't a complete wash. We got some runs in, some big winners, some cash to be won there at Edgewater. Now, Rob, because we did cancel Friday and Saturday again, it's going to shake things up here for July because we're going to move
we
that
kind of got a couple things we had to move around. Some things came up. So we had our 2-day 5K scheduled for the 22nd and 23rd of July with shootouts on Friday night. So we've moved our 4th of July race. Same payouts for Super Pro and Pro and Sportsman, same days for Sportsman. But in juniors, we've raised the purse to $1,000 to win for juniors, and we also lowered the double entry for the Super Pro as well for the weekend to $499. So $299 for the weekend or $499 for the weekend. Run for $8,000 on Saturday and $12,000 on Sunday.
Wow. Talk about some big bucks.
Some nice payouts, and I don't want to jinx anything, but that weather's been very nice. That weekend's been nice weather-wise the last 4 years in a row. So we're hoping for a good turnout. A lot of people come down and have a good time.
That's interesting to me. The strategy to that, is that the first when you decided, hey, we've got to postpone this thing, we're looking to reschedule? Is that the first thing you go to, is to look at your weather trends to see which of the weekends in July? Because logically, you would think you would just move it to the next weekend.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to. We got we put out our points races early in the year, and I really don't want to, because people are planning their schedules, and the guys that want to. It's very unfair for them to go and to change a points race, because a lot of them have to take time off work or whatever. I want to try to stick to the schedule as much as we can, especially something as important as our points races. We had something come up on the weekend of the 14th and 15th, so it was going to be our 2-day Cincy Street night. We are moving it to just Friday on the 28th. So that note of change. And then the other big change for this month, Muscle Car Sunday was planned for this Sunday, but is being moved until the following Sunday, the 16th, is when we're going to have the next Muscle Car Sunday, car show, and swap meet. So those are
lots of changes there.
Yeah, some changes.
So in addition.
Yeah, so the 21st, 22nd, not really that weekend's not really that big a change. We're just instead of doing the 2-day 5K, we're going to do the big race that we didn't get in this weekend. We'll have our shootouts on Friday night and go that route, and then we're just changing up our Cincy Street nights. So the 15th will be a non-points bracket race, a regular Saturday bracket race, and then the 16th will be our Muscle Car Sunday. So it'll be Friday night tune and test on the 14th. Those are really our biggest changes. Friday night tune and test, Saturday bracket race, non-points, and Sunday the 16th of July will be our next Muscle Car Sunday car show and swap meet. So nothing planned this Sunday. We've got our Friday night tune and test on the 7th, and our points race number 7 this Saturday. if I got everybody
Okay,
confused.
very cool. And with all these changes, well, I was going to say with all these changes out there for everybody, we know we're moving and grooving, we're shaking things up here. The easiest thing you can do, go back and hey, we love getting views here for the race reports. You go back and rewatch us, run it down for you, or right here as where you're watching us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Edgewater Race. Rob's going to have that all laid out for you perfectly. Every step of the way, all the changes that are coming.
I should get I should get a whiteboard of the month and say, we're moving this to here and this to here. So yeah, just a few changes. We're going to have, 2 bracket races in a row. This points this Saturday, and then a regular race the Saturday after that. Then we're going back to our postponed 4th of July race for the 22nd, 23rd. So I'll get all this out on Facebook and continue to make posts and get it out to everybody so they can make plans and know what all is going on.
All right, but what is important is as we lost last weekend, we're eager to get back to it at Edgewater. So coming up this weekend, we're just doing Friday and Saturday. That'll be the 7th and 8th. Got Friday, just the run of the mill, the TNT tune and test at its best. Friday evening. Then on Saturday, it is points bracket action.
Correct. And then
hit us with the times for this weekend real quick, Rob.
Times for this weekend, our tune and test always we're 5 o'clock. Track goes hot for time runs at 5:30 on Fridays. We normally race to around 10:30 at night. Sometimes if we have, like last week, we had a pretty good sized cleanup to do, so we stayed open and we raced till 11, a little bit after 11 on Friday night to make sure everybody gets their passes in. So hopefully everything really goes well this Friday. Good turnout, good weather. So right now the weather looks good for this weekend. So praying for it, and hopefully it goes well. And July is good to us. All
right, for Saturday as well. Times.
Yeah, Saturday gates open at 1 p.m. Junior time runs at 2:30 back to back, and then big cars roughly 3:30 ish, and then elimination is probably usually in between that 5 and 6 o'clock, depending on turnout on Saturday.
Very, very nice. Now, Rob, I guess let's go through it just one more time for everyone out there. The big changes coming that people can, maybe a race they were looking forward to, just grab their attention, quickly kind of shoot through the shakeup that we got here in July.
Okay. Just the changes this weekend. One change, our Muscle Car Sunday is being postponed 1 week. It'll be on the 16th. Then the following week, we are moving our Cincy Street Nights from the 14th, 15th to the 28th of July. So Friday night will be our tune and test, and Saturday will be our non-points bracket race, and Sunday the 16th will be our next Muscle Car Sunday. And then upcoming the next week, Thursday the 20th will be tune and test. The 21st will be slick tire only tune and test with our shootouts. And then we're going to have our postponed 4th of July race Saturday and Sunday, the 22nd and 23rd. And then the following week, it'll be Thursday tune and test, open tune and test, Friday, Cincy Street Nights, the 28th. And then the 29th is going to be our next, our points race number 8.
Awesome. Big changes in the schedule there, but hey, all the action that you expect at Edgewater, we're going to get it in for you. But the easiest way, to keep up with all the happenings is right here on the Facebook page. So help us spread the word out there. If you see any of the posts, give us a like, give us a share, comment. We love the engagement. Again, it's right there, facebook.com/Edgewater Race. Now, Rob, we were a little short on, conversation about the track this week, but hey, it's like I said, it's the 4th of July is tomorrow, celebrating all things USA. Last week, we got a little sneak peek into your freezer, Rob, and I told you, man, it looks like you got some good stuff in there. Are the Wineleys grilling out tomorrow? What do you got planned for the 4th?
Got to go over buddy's house. Your best friend with a pool is what's perfect. That my grill's on the fritz, so no grilling out for me here. So
hey, that works. Hey, you go chill, let someone else grill. you get back and relax in the pool.
They got the grill, they got the pool. Perfect. I'll bring over the cocktail. So.
That is great. Well, obviously, we hope, on behalf of Rob, myself, the entire crew at Edgewater, we hope that everybody has a great and safe holiday to make sure that we see you back at the track during your travels out there.
Yeah.
Again, probably don't need the reminder, but as always, if you have a few cocktails, have a designated driver, use an Uber, call a Lyft,
Yeah,
something like that.
That magical thing called Uber, and be smart with your fireworks. Everybody needs all their fingers.
Yeah, we want you to be able to flip those switches and properly be able to guide those steering wheels when you get back to the track. You need all 10 of them.
Exactly. You got to be able to hold that steering wheel and do whatever you need to do there. So everybody be safe and have a great 4th of July. And then we'll see everybody Friday for tune and test and Saturday for our points race number 7.
Hey, you know what? I don't know if you accidentally hit this, but we were talking about alcohol consumption there, and our good friend Keith Spurling, he gave us an angry face emoji for the chat. So, wait, we're not discouraging sales for the Motors Brewing Company. we're just saying to be responsible with it.
I'm talking a couple buddy of mine work for Home City Ice, and a lot. There's so many businesses. You think about us. And it's not just us. All the places that have outdoor venues and restaurants, whatever, whenever there's weather, especially on a big holiday weekend like that, it ripples its way through the economy and makes a lot of people that you're not thinking about suffer.
Yeah, all the little working parts. But when it comes to Motors Brewing Company, I know despite the weather, they had an outstanding weekend with all the events that were going on downtown. I've seen that he put some posts out that they had doubled, tripled their orders, that they're going to be working, the crews be working their tails off to make sure they could fill all those orders, trying to, satisfy all those thirsty people downtown.
Yeah, it's a great problem to have, to be that busy.
Yeah, absolutely. Rob, anything else before we get out of here for this week's episode?
I think we've pretty much covered everything. Like I said, we're going to update Dave Deal's going to update our Facebook, not our Facebook, but our website, edgewaterrace.com. Get all the dates squared away for July so you can get all your planning done. I'm going to continually update Facebook so everybody knows what's going on. And we can have a great month of racing, and everybody can have a lot of fun.
Hey, looking forward to it. It's hard to believe that it's already July, about halfway through the season, but we have got so much action coming at everybody. Hey, again, with any changes, changes to the schedule, the best place right here at Facebook or edgewaterrace.com. We're going to have all those updates coming at you. But for this week's show, we're going to let everybody get back to the festivities there. For Rob Wiley, I'm Rick Vickery. This has been, it never fails. At some point in the show, you got to black out there.
It's got to happen.
It's got to happen. But for Rob Wiley, I'm Rick Vickery. This has been the Edgewater Race Report. Everybody, we're looking forward to get back at it this weekend, this Friday, tune and test bracket racing Saturday. We will see you at the track.
Always.